Well, friends, we are back to the stock analysis. And if you recall, last week I had suggested Hero MotoCorp, and the Hero MotoCorp stock did decline, and the dip levels also mentioned also came through. And what really happened was, despite the disturbance in the market sentiment, the stock was able to absorb the entire pressure, and it gave a fantastic return of more than 10%. As you can see on the charts, the stock was consolidating around the 3000 levels, and after this a sharp spurt actually resulted in a 10% gain. So this kind of fantastic moves is possible using technical analysis, and that is what I am going to show you once again on the charts this week, again based on the entire market setup and the overall build up in the market sentiment. I am willing to go with two longs on the recommendation basis, and you can see here the first stock which I would like to recommend is the chart of Berger Paints. So the stock of Berger Paints has definitely been on the upward trajectory since its decline into some supports around the end of October. You can see here post divergence the stock has been on an upward traction, and in the period of 15th November to the current month the stock has actually been consolidating, and post the consolidation the stock has actually entered into some strong support. Now the support and the consolidation breakout, which you can see here, has now resulted in some strong bullish possibilities. And the other thing which is aiding this is my Ichimoku setup, and my Ichimoku setup says that the Chikou span is actually getting into the clear, and also the stocks are taking support of the TS and the KS line. And now with the Ichimoku also giving a clearance, the stock is definitely well poised for some upside. Along with that, the other indicator which is supporting is my ADX setup. My ADX setup, I have a cross and hold setup here which says that there is a bullish upside possibility in Berger Paints in the coming days. So one should actually be looking to buy Berger Paints above 324 and place a stop loss below 310 for upside towards 357. So a strong bullish candidate which is coming up on the cards, and one should not miss this opportunity to initiate longs. So anywhere along the way one could actually look to book profits somewhere in the region of 335 to 338, and then one could look at more upside towards 357. So a strong potential candidate for an upside, so one should not look to forego this opportunity here in Berger Paints. The other stock which I am suggesting for the coming week is DABUR. FMCG sector has been in play and has been attracting steady interest. And what I saw in DABUR was the decline which ensued from the August high. It dipped down into the July low, as you can see on the charts which I am highlighting to you right now. And post this support, the stock started the bullish interest started developing, and the chart slowly and steadily it started going up. In the process, what this stock ended up forming was an inverted head and shoulder pattern which I have highlighted here. So by numbering it as number 1, so inverted head and shoulder breakout emerged in the last week. Along with that, you had a trend crossover method. It's a proprietary method developed by our promoter Dr. Narayan. So this trend cross method has given us a fantastic buy opportunity here, and the momentum indicator is also suggesting that we are actually looking at some strong bullish potential in this candidate, and a closing above the 61.8% Fibonacci levels does bring into focus some strong bullish momentum in this counter. So a move above 444 would definitely lead it further upside, and one should actually be looking at a targets in the region of 475 to 490 in the coming week, placing a stop loss below 425. So I have two candidates with me for the coming week. One is DABUR and the other is Berger Paints. Both of them are well poised. One is on the verge of a move, other has already set the pace. So two different styles of candidates which I have selected for the coming week, and I'm sure that you will be generating profits from these. So this is the way I go about doing my analysis, and this is what I have been sharing in my training programs, where thanks to my promoter I have gained enough confidence in understanding the charts, the way the prices are able to speak to me, the language of the markets, and technical analysis is the best way to study the language of the markets. So if you want to learn technical analysis, then you got to know from whom you are going to learn, and there is no other place better than Chart Advice for you to learn technical analysis, because we believe in the subject, we are passionate about the subject, and then if you want to get to the root of any subject, you got to go to the person who is passionate about it. So that's where you have to make a choice, whether you want to learn with a lot of group of people, or you want to learn with the people who will give you personal attention, who will take your queries seriously, who will ensure that your queries are resolved, who will ensure that you are set free and you are on the way to your financial freedom. With that, I end this stock analysis. You can watch the videos, you can share it, comment on it, and then give your feedback on what kind of other kind of videos you would like to see. Until then, see you next week. Thank you.